Welcome to Raymond James Stadium. The Bulls ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers offense that has the first possession of the game. And it's Aaron Nolan taking the field. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Hayden. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On target. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The 9th play is 3rd and goal. On the ground, it's Hayden. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulls offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Michael Van Buren. Last time out in their victory, barely a ball hit the ground, more than 90% completed. Running inside, it's Isaac. Picks up the 1st down. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 and pick up a 15. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Pulls it in. It's Odom. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. And tackled there by the defense. 3rd and 4. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bulls decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Finding open areas. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. To the air. It's Van Buren. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now the play fake. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. Man, did he find the sweet spot on that one, and just like that, punched them out of trouble. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll start this drive going to the air. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Memphis picking up the tempo.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeps it on first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Snagged out of the air. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking for the edge. It's Hayden. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Memphis wants to move quickly. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's Nolan. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Might as well stick with him. Might have a chance. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that first and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Bulls will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Memphis picking up the tempo. Off play action. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Under fire. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Collins. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Quarterback adapting. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes the easy completion. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Got the quick completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Under fire. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Headed for the corner, it's Hayden. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. A pickup of 8 on the play, enough to move the sticks and set them up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The run inside. It's Hayden. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. They go right back to him. Maybe some room here. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Hayden. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look at Louisiana taking on the UL Monroe Warhawks. Back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Running inside. It's Hayden. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looks as if he'll have enough to give Memphis a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Now on the counter. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Van Buren. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Memphis will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Scrambling away. He's past the marker in the slide to avoid the hit, but there is a flag down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so...
Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Reads it, fires complete. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Heavy heat, and they block it. And after all of that, they'll take over inside their own 30-yard line. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to run it in. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now it's a two-possession game, down 15. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. The run inside. It's Hayden. There's a little room there. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Covey. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Flips it out to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Tigers are marching down the field.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Finding some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And he got enough for the first down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Running inside, it's Hatcher. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. Memphis will be forced to punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Makes the quick grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He breaks a tackle, and he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pitch it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's the give off the left side.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Pressure coming, and they got him.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Makes a man miss. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. This USF offense will open this drive right here. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Makes the catch. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. On target. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The run inside. It's Hatcher. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Oh, what a cut! Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Bulls want to move quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Wants to throw it. Got his man on the outside, and the defense wrestles him to the ground. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Van Buren. Looking for the score. Touchdown, USF. Makes the grab inbounds. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Try to barge their way in.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Not much drives more anxiety. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. From the shotgun, the inside give. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great awareness, picks up the 1st down and slides at the exact right moment. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires to the big fella. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bulls use their 1st timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over, certainly in a